when you have a restoration, one of the main things that you have to do is to add all new wiring. That's a formidable task because it takes us about 2 to 3 weeks to completely rewire everything, but we're real particular about how we do that. So when we put wiring in, we want the engine bay to be so clean looking that you can't find any of the electrical wiring that we use to start the motor or run any of the components. For instance, up in this cavity right here, you can see that we have installed a little cavity for the air conditioning that we can cover back up, and we can put wiring in there. And then we run a lot of the wiring around in the fender wells and in the front so that this has a very clean look. So what you start with is a box like this. This is a painless wiring kit. And here it comes. Look at that. There's the fuse box, and here's all the wires. One thing that's really nice is that each wire, if your vision's good, actually tells you what it's supposed to connect to. Always have to have a magnifying glass for that part of it. And the wires are way too long, so you have to shorten all of them to make it look nice. You just can't wad them. Well, you can wad them up, but we don't do that. We cut them off and we make them fit properly. So now here's the nice part about all of that. When you're all done, you get all kinds of neat stuff that works. For instance, on this one, we have an electric running board that's going to come out when you open the door, and there's a light right here to show you where to step. So at the middle of the night when it's dark, you can actually see how to get in this Bronco. When you open the door, you'll notice that we put LED lights all over the roll bar so that it's well lit. That's one thing about old cars, they're not very well lit inside. So you'll be able to find and see and do what you need to do in the dark. We put 2 LED lights under the dash. Then we made a custom dash on this one with new style air vents for the air conditioning. We have an Apple Play radio, and we have a remote start. So you can actually, now this is a standard shift, so you can't start it when you're out of the vehicle, but on an automatic, it would actually be a remote start. An upgraded speedometer, instrument cluster, and a new steering wheel, and actually we have a steering column that tilts the wheel. So this is really a high-end Bronco that's going to be fun, and it all started with the wiring. All that electrical has to be put together for all these components to work. So if you want to find more products like this wiring harness, go to my website. I'm Barry Wilson with Wilson Auto Repair. My website is wilsonauto.com. Go to the tools section, and you can find tools and parts that you can use for your vehicle.